All right, guys, we're gonna hop on over to step number 4 in this process of really establishing and growing your business and continuing to love on your business. And that, you guys, is to recruit. And I really don't like that word recruit. So we're gonna replace it with step number 4 is to grow your team. And truly, this step is going to be key in keeping you around for a long time and really generating that residual income that will continue to pay off year after year and time after time. So let's talk about growing your team. How do you have a team? How do you get people to join your team? I'm not trying to talk somebody into this. I don't want to twist your arm, but I do want to present you with the opportunity. And like I said at the very beginning of video number 1, when we talked about asking people to have parties and reaching out, I'm going to say the same thing for trying to grow your team. Don't pre-qualify people. Do not put somebody in a box and say, she doesn't need it, she'll never do it, she didn't have that good of a party. Don't pre-qualify, because you never know who needs what opportunity. You never know who is waiting to be asked. We all have our different whys for being here. For some, it's purely financial. They need the financial support and freedom that Zaya brings. For others, they want the release from a high pressure situation. For others, they want to generate and create their own identity. We all have different whys. So you cannot look at somebody and say, she doesn't need it, she doesn't want it, she'll never do it. That's not your job. Your job is to present the opportunity. You are simply giving a business opportunity to every single hostess, to really anybody that you come in contact with. As I mentioned in the last video about following up, I have sent messages to people before that have simply been in a party, never even purchased from the party, but have been active and said they were a Zaya fanatic. And I say, has anybody ever talked to you before about becoming a rep? You would be awesome at it. I would love to talk to you. I would love to have you on my team. I'm not trying to pluck somebody from somebody else. I'm not into that business, but I do want to know, because again, I don't think a lot of people really think to throw that out there. It could be uncomfortable. It could be weird. I don't want to be seen as having wrong intentions. I'm uncomfortable asking, so therefore I'm not going to ask, and people don't get asked. So simply asking somebody even that you know would be good at it. Do you have your dream team list yet? You guys, we made our list of 100 in step number 1. Do you also have your dream team list? Who are the people that you would love to have on your team? Who are the people that you would love to have alongside of you in this journey? Who do you want to celebrate with? Write it down on a piece of paper. There's so much power in seeing things in writing, and take a look at it. And my friends, those are the people that you need to really make sure that you don't forget about. Whether it's a sibling or a family member or a friend or somebody you met through a party or a hostess who you know would be good but said no right at the now, because remember, a no isn't always a no forever. I've had a lot of people that were no, 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 and then all of a sudden it was a yes, and it was like, whoa, why didn't I do this sooner? So get that list of your dream team members and constantly be looking at it and constantly be working and reaching out to these people. You guys have to ask. People don't, I suppose they could, but people don't just fall out of the sky and say, hey, I would love to join your team. Sign me up to be a rep. That generally doesn't happen. And if it does, good for you. But people are not going to bend over backwards to come find you and ask to join your team. You have to ask. And truthfully, there are a number of people I really feel like that just want to be asked. They might be the people that every time you post on your VIP page about the updated enrollment kit that are liking it. These might be the people that you notice are reoccurring customers in your VIP group. These are the people that you notice had a party, they didn't want to rep, but they continue to buy stuff, and it becomes almost like, okay, dude, like it's going to be a lot more financially feasible for you to rep than to continue buying. So you might as well make a little money off of your own purchases. But again, we each have our own whys and our own reasons, but it takes you asking. Have actual physical conversations with people. Think about it again. It's a business. Treat it like a business. Invite somebody to have a coffee. Invite somebody over for lunch or whatever you feel comfortable doing. Invite somebody to Zoom and say, I want to talk to you about a business opportunity that I know you would love. Don't forget that piece of it. And yes, you know, we're going to reach out to people on our parties. We're going to reach out to these people that we're already connected to with Zaya, but it's okay to reach out to somebody that you've never even had a Zaya interaction conversation with, but you know would be so good at this, guys and gals alike. You guys, men can be reps too. There's a men's enrollment kit, and they can absolutely bust this business. There's plenty of successful men in Zaya, and so don't feel like you only can limit it to women. But lots of opportunities, even for people in college that want a nice flexible side job to kind of help them in college. But don't be afraid to approach people, even from a business sense, that says, I have a business opportunity. I really want to talk to you about this. And if you're brand new and you're not really sure what you're talking about or what opportunity you're presenting it with them, then find that person who will come alongside of you to be your accountability partner. Let's do this together. Let's lock arms and do this together. I want to grow. You want to grow. You guys, there are 3 of us at this moment on this team that all have kids on the same basketball team. There's only like 7 kids on the team, and 3 of us right now are on here, and we all have our own businesses, and we all do just fine because we each have our own branch. So don't be afraid to lock arms with somebody. Bring them in with you, even if they're in your close circle. It all works out just fine. But also approach every single hostess. That is your duty, to approach the hostess, because if you don't tell them that they can use their credits towards the enrollment kit, they are not going to know that. They're not going to say, hey, do you think I could put that? I'd like to be a rep. Do you think I could put that $65 towards the enrollment kit? They're not going to say that. You have to tell them, do you know you can take your $65 credit, put it towards the enrollment kit, and jump on. Let's lock arms. Let's do this. I'll help you get your business going so you can start making money at these things that you love so much. So anyways, you are needing to ask every hostess, and you don't have to understand everything to get going. You don't have to understand everything to get somebody else to go with you. Just jump and go, and we figure it out together. That's why we have a team. It takes a village, and that's truly what we are. So you're having those business conversations, business discussions with people. You are reaching out to every single hostess and letting them know about the enrollment kit. Don't be afraid to follow up on those hostesses. If they said now and there's another kit that's out and you think they would love it, throw it out there. Let them know that you're still thinking about them and there's still room for you and you're willing to help them and want to help them. You guys are making that list of your dream team members that you can have forefront in your mind, of people that you just want to rock this out with. So go get them, you guys. You're doing a great job.